Welcome to another special edition of the Dream Team Show. We're in week 8. We're dealing with number 8s. And we started a theme last week of getting Dream Team winners. Players who are in the Springbok Dream Team. And this week we've gone for royalty. Ricky, Juicy, good to see you guys again. I would like to greet you guys first, but I mean, we have rugby royalty, not just Bok royalty.
One of the biggest.
Literal and name and size.
Symbolic, whatever you want to call it.
Victor Matfield, thank you so much for joining us on the Dream Team. First of all, congrats on making the Springbok Dream Team, and we love having you here.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's nice to be named with all the legends around me. I mean, if you just look at the pick last week, Pierre Spies, two World Cup wins, Player of the Year or World Player of the Year. What a player, and well done to him as well. I think well deserved. It was a tough decision last week. But if I had to pick, I'll probably go. I played with a guy like Duane Smith. That was unbelievable for us for a long time. But I think Pierre Spies deserved that.
I mean, it wasn't as easy as your category because you stood ahead above the rest. I mean,
the only problem, we're discussing number 5s. I mean, all legends. But Vic, we're having a heated debate here in studio about what was in the arm guard, Vic. Can you share the secret? You've been retired for 10 years now.
Yeah, I can.
I don't get into trouble now anymore.
So I started off with I really broke my hand when I was under 21. So it was just a little cover for it, and then it became part of it. And then at some stage, I brought in the little hockey shin pad. So just a hockey shin pad and a wrapping. It was nice to clean with that arm. And then I played that North-South game, the Tsunami game. And John Smith was with me, and he saw me wrapping it up, and all the other New Zealand boys. And then from the next game, all of a sudden, every time I ran out, the refs came to me before, and they wanted to feel it. And then I had to change it back to something soft in there, just for the look. But for about 3-4 years, with tackles, those days there weren't as many red and yellow cards, and even on the cleans.
Love it.
Yeah, it helped a little bit.
I mean, and then Currie Cup time and Springbok time, you could put a spanner in there because they're not going to check you in Pretoria.
Yeah. When you go to Brakpan or when I played in Griquas, I could just take something out there. It's easy there.
Brilliant.
At Hoffie Park. Yeah.
But Vic, the Dream Team now, we're going to number 8. I mean, if you look at the Dream Team, I mean, we've got Peter Steph Tutoy, who's been announced there. Vic, you look at that side. I mean, what stands out for you? I mean, that's quite, besides yourself.
What else stands out for you?
That Dream Team might stack up against most international size Dream Team.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hard decisions. I mean, at one, if you think a guy like Beast missing out, but I mean, Os was just a legend of the game. I mean, for us, when we started, when he came back, he meant so much for us as young players, to see what it means to play in that green and gold. So Os was a legend. Malcolm Marx is still playing unbelievably well. Again, difficult choice. A guy like John Smith missing out. I mean, in my eyes, the best captain I played with and under. Unbelievable. I think Francie was probably an easy choice. I think what he's done in the last few years. And then, of course, in that 4 jersey.
Victor's loyalty.
That's hard. Look, Evan's the most cat player, but...
you missed Chomi there.
Yeah, my Chomi next to me, my combo. It's hard not seeing him there with me. But, I mean, Bucky's was outstanding. If you think... And I've said it so many times. Eben, best Springbok of all time. Rugby player, what they've done outside Springbok, it's going to be hard to compare with Bucky's. I mean, 3 Super Rugby titles, 3 Currie Cups, 1 World Cup, 3 Heineken Cup victories for Tulo. Just unbelievable to think a player like that don't make this team. Then you go to open side, Scala there again, Sia, Kulisi, Mr. Rugby in South Africa at the moment, missing out, and then, Peter Steph Tutoy. So, a fantastic team and very honored to be part of the group.
And you see, I mean, Peter Steph Tutoy comes in at number 7. I mean, we had a heated debate last week with the Johan Smiths, and it kind of felt like it was probably between them two. But Peter Steph, I mean, it feels a little bit of a no-brainer. 2-time World Player of the Year. we know he did in the World Cup final and fitting for him to be in the Springbok Dream Team.
Chap, I'm just happy to be back on the scoreboard.
It's about time.
I've been losing, man. I'm like, no, you know. Again, you know.
Hopefully you didn't get the 5 wrong. Just want to make sure.
No, listen.
And did you vote for Victor?
It was a no-brainer, bruh. I was the first to vote even that
Now
day.
it's a no-brainer because Vic is sitting here.
Yeah, exactly. It was a debate when the day was on. Wie het veel gestemd?
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I have Vic. That mustn't expose me. But I mean, yet again, man, you know, number 7 just he deserves to be there. I mean, outrightly so. I mean, as we said again, there's a lot of other guys that, you know, tough competitors, but just to it, man, I think great choice.
No, he's that guy. Before we get into our nominees at 8th man and get into a debate, I mean, 8th man is in such an incredible position, and especially in our country. But also, Ricky, it's a forward. I think, and Vicky also, all of us want to become 8th man. Not because of anything else, but besides standing at the ball and kick to us and run it back. But as a scrum half, Ricky, how important is an 8 for you?
No, of utmost importance, and I think it boils down to, for me, is controlling that ball at the back of the scrum. I think it's a skill that separates a lot of good 8th men from great 8th men. Like really, that making it, protecting the scrum off, standing into the opposition scrum off when you're putting pressure on one. So I think a very important position, 8 has to have my back. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the list that you're going to reveal to us.
And Vic, I mean,
Nines always need protection.
They're
They're the bravest guys, but actually the scariest. They're so scared on the field, but they're always brave because no one can touch them. And they need their 8s and their 4s and their to look after them.
To keep them intact. But you look at 8th men now, I mean, talking about line-out time as well, they've got to add value at line-out time. They've got, and some of them must jump at the back, they move around. It's become such a critical position, especially as Springboks and the 8th men you've had during line-out time as well.
Yeah, I think if you look at those players, all of them really good at line-out time as well. There's some great leaders there. I mean, these days playing back, receiving those box kicks.
Yes.
I mean, that's such a big part of the game these days, the aerial battle. And a lot of the time, you need your 8 to be back there, especially from Kooks, to take those high kicks. So, yeah, 8's been so important. And again, 5 fantastic players. There's probably 3 that stands out for me. I think it's going to be very difficult to pick between them. But I've got my pick, but I would like to hear what you guys think first.
Did you suck on 8 already?
Yeah, so I played 8
Yes,
my whole
I
school.
thought as much.
Yeah, at school I played 8 for a long time. And yeah, then I got too fat. And they moved me first to hooker. And then I was too short for lock and too slow for 8. And then I started growing. And then I went into that position. And then in Tulo, I got an opportunity to play a little bit 8 and 6 or blindside 7 in South Africa as well.
I mean, that's what you want. You're like, you know, it's sad when you get told you must go from 8 to like lock. You're like, you first took down. Like, so we've been telling you that you just don't. You spend a lot of time at 8 as well.
Yeah, I did. I mean, special jersey, special number to play in. Everyone wants to be an 8, as you said. I think when I started playing rugby as well, a lot of guys called me Spies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can see the pics is there.
Vic.
He just made it here. He just made it here. Victor Matfield said that you.
Vic, we've told him that he's a prop. None of we had control, now we've lost it.
Yeah, we lost it.
Before you go to the backs, we've lost all control of Juicy.
Gentlemen, no one can tell me anything now. And I've got anointed, but the legend himself, he can see it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, special number, special jersey. And I think also it's that the freedom of playing it is really nice. You know what I mean? Sometimes, but then obviously sometimes you get to quarrel with your 9 a bit because like, hey, you want to take it, but your 9 says like, keep it. I'm like, my phone didn't give me the ball. Let me take it out. I'll pass it to you. You know, but also, yeah, man, great position to play. I really enjoyed it. Got my heart broken when they told me, listen, Juicy, I think you've reached your ceiling now, buddy. Maybe it's time for a change. My coach is like, you need to move to Lucid. I'm like, coach.
You're from 8 to 1.
I'm like, it's a career ender.
Either stop eating or move to number 1. It's easy.
It's that simple. Let's go down to our nominees. For you guys at home, please scan the QR code and vote for your 8th man. And also, if you vote, still one more block game left, and can win a ticket to watch the Springboks take on Argentina in Durban. But our nominees, Bob Skinstad,
Wow.
Pierre Spies, Gary Teichmann, Joe van Niekerk,
Big Joe.
and Duane Vermeulen.
Sure.
Vic, I said earlier on, as we started the Dream Team, that Bob Skinstad was my favorite player rugby growing up. So, guys, so we're gonna end the show quickly, vote for Bob Skinstad, and then that's our episode done.
Big Jack, no, not yet.
Not happening.
Listen, that's some legends we got there.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at those 5 there. I mean, that's a stacked 8-man group.
Yeah, I think if I go through them quickly, I played with Bob at under 21 level. I think he was ahead of his time. Just a fantastic player. I mean, he came through probably the first real bomb squad member to really add that impact when he came off the bench, especially. Unfortunately, I think he got that knee injury. It just took something, maybe a little bit of his speed, but I mean, he came back again, was a squad member in 2007 and added a lot of value with his experience, with his leadership. So, a fantastic player.
Because I think that Bob Skinstad, everyone at the time was, as youngsters, were running out with their tongues out.
Yeah.
Like Bob Skinstad.
In Pretoria, you would get mood if you did it. No chance. No jewelry close to the rugby
I mean, because
field.
he brought that glamour, that sort of swagger.
I mean, if you think about marketing,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that Stormers team, I think where him and Corne Krieg was the leaders
All
of,
black kids.
they just changed everything. How people looked at it, how they looked at marketing, how they looked at the players.
Branding.
I think back then, if there was social media, Bob would have been way ahead of anyone else. But so good for rugby as well, to bring other people outside of rugby to the game.
The funny thing is, we're talking about this 8-man debate, but in '99, Ricky, it was massive call from Nick Mellor to leave Gary Teichmann from our captain for Bobby, and now we're here. It's like we've come full circle now.
Sure.
Now we're trying to get one name in the Dream Team.
Yeah, no, and I think first of all, Bob, like Vic has mentioned, he sort of redefined the position, the 8 position in bringing that flair, that ability. That's why I say he's got the swagger. He made little kids. I mean, I remember also running with my tongue out one day, and I got tackled as a 13-year-old, and I bit my tongue, and I never did it again. Like Vic said, you will get if you played up north with your tongue out. But I mean, Gary Teichmann, what a leader as well. What a person that Mr. Reliable you could count on. He was part of that Nick Mallet era of 17 tests unbeaten, and there was a massive debate. Juicy, I don't know you, Vic. I would feel about that selection process and leaving him out of that, out of that 1999 World Cup.
Nick Mellor, because I don't think he can go back to Durban since then.
If you talk to Nick Mallet, he will tell you that was his biggest mistake he made, not to take Gary Teichmann with. And I mean, that's the only guy I didn't play with. Played a little bit against him, but at Griquas, not really when I went to the Bulls. And I've met him after. What a leader, what a man. He's such a nice, humble guy. And if you talk to the guys that played with him, there's a respect that they've got for him, what he's done. Maybe the silent killer, not out there, but just grafting from the front, doing the hard work, leading from the front, and making everyone around him so much better. So, very glad that he's there, and I think he'll get very close to this team as well.
You mentioned you were called Spies when you played 8. I mean, your change went from 8 to 1, whereas Pierre Spies' change went from wing to 8th man. I mean, but he was a freak of nature, like as an athlete.
Bro, what an athlete. You know, I think also the work that he put in outside the field, you know, was tremendous. I mean, one thing that amazed me about Spies was his pace. I mean, the guy was blistering, and to be that big and just pretty much have it all. You know, he could carry the ball, he could tackle, he could do all of these things and still look like a beast while doing it. I mean, bro, like he was something else, you know, a complete monster. And I had the privilege of meeting him. Yes.
Wow.
You just like you don't believe me. Big Vic, I'll tell you one thing. I told them as well after the ball game in Australia that I had a chat with you. We sat together after the game. Again, Ulrich was like, no, this guy, no. Please confirm.
Can you confirm it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
there.
Well, interesting. We apologize for not
Thank
believing you.
Again, because obviously now this is obviously after his, his.
I didn't go
career.
visit him. I did go visit the monster girls rather than.
Jesse, you were the main attraction.
You were just there.
You didn't mention anything about that part out.
No, because I was revealing everything. But yeah, man, what an inspiration as well. I mean, growing up, everyone wanted, to be a Pierre Spies, you know what I mean? And, having to also meet him as well was, one of my heroes. It was life-changing, But then I met him with the treadmill. I had to, okay, can I go a bit faster? Because I want to impress him as well, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, what a legend.
Vic, I mean, you saw the athlete that he's coming. You go from internet and then he's playing on the wing. Then he goes back to eighth. I mean, what is it like to? Because he was a freak of nature.
No, he was just unbelievable. And actually, the first tour that he played with us, he played on the wing. And one of his first games, we went to the House of Pain in Dunedin, playing the Highlanders. And it was never easy. Back then, remember, that we was the Bulls, that we always lost. We didn't do very well at that stage. And it was one of those games where whenever you came around the corner, you just got smashed back. And all of a sudden, in the second half, it was like every ruck, and you were 9, Ricky, all 8 forwards is in the ruck. Everyone is cleaning. There's no one coming around the corner. No one want to be. So the Monday, Niekerk comes into the in the team room, and he's like, "Listen, guys, who of you was scared? Be honest." And like Pierre Spies is very honest. He's a real church boy.
God-fearing man.
Hand up, coach. And Niekerk just looked, and next morning he was back to South Africa. He got sent back to South Africa.
Really? Yeah.
So we were all so happy we didn't put up our hands because we were all so scared. But I mean, got sent back, and then he made a comeback. He moves to 8, and like you guys said, I mean, to train with him in the gym, on the training field, we did shuttle runs. I always tried to chase him because I always backed myself as a guy that could run. The only thing I got close to him was with the bleep test, because the speed is not important. You can just keep going. And I got close to him once or twice. But an unbelievable player. I mean, if you go back and see some of the tries that he scored in the Springbok jersey, in the Bulls jersey, he was just so fast. And after that, Unheard, he got brave as well. I mean, if there was a wall, he would put up his hand, he will carry into that wall, give you that go forward that you needed. So what a special player. And again, pity he got injured just before 2007, missing out on the World Cup. But I mean, he did come back after that. He was in that 2009 squad that beat New Zealand 3 times and beat the British and Irish Lions. So, yeah, fantastic player. And also one of the guys that had a big impact in my life as well.
And also a different type of player that in South Africa we didn't have. I mean, I think if you look at Joe van Niekerk, when he burst through, there's Big Joe, probably one of the greatest schoolboy rugby players you've produced, and then has that fantastic year. Comes to the Springboks 2002, wins as a Player of the Year. But Big Joe, I feel like he's become slightly underrated as to the freak he was when he came out and first became a Springbok.
Yeah, it's also a what-if situation with Big Joe, just maybe not kicking on. And I mean, I always allude to it, the impact that a player has on the world stage. What Big Joe, what he became overseas, almost like a hero over there. And again, it's sometimes a pity that our guys people see the value in our guys when they are away or out of our country. But I mean, Big Joe also really, under 21, came to the ranks for South Africa, leader as well in his position. And I know he's also been on a journey of note recently.
Jungle Joe?
Jungle Joe.
The Jungle Joe. But I mean, belongs in this category as well. Like we said, you mentioned out of school youngster and representing our country. Absolutely brilliant player.
I mean, you saw him in his heyday too.
I played with him.
Yeah.
I played with him when he came through. I think we started our first test, or not my first test, the second test that I started, he started as well. Me, him, and Lucas van Biljon started together for the first time for the Boks. And I mean, as a young player, he was the best young player I ever played with. Most talented player. I thought he was going to be legend of South African rugby. I think bad move for him to move from the Lions to Western Province. There he just lost his way a little bit.
Die liggies
then
opgevang, dink
Die
ek.
liggies het hom beet gekry. Liggies got hold of him, and somehow he just lost his way, and he's playing as well. But I mean, also came back later, went to Toulon, became captain there, was part of that 3-team Heineken champs. So, and a lovely guy. I love Joe. Whenever I see him, he's so nice to sit around him, chat with him, and have a good conversation. So, again, a pity. I think he could have been so much better, and he could have done so much more. Unfortunately, missed out one or two, and then Pierre Spies came through, and other guys came through, and then you miss out on your opportunities.
And you're talking about not missing opportunities. Duane Vermeulen and Thor. I mean, what a stalwart. I mean, felt like it was at the Cheetahs for a while, and then once he came and became a Springbok, I mean, he was fantastic. I still don't know how he doesn't win World Player of the Year in 2014. That's a debate for another day. But I mean, what a career, Juicy J.
Bro, that is literally my Johnson of rugby. Listen, I love Duane so much, bro. Like, I think also in terms of like what he brought to the game, you know, like that physicality every single time, his runs. I liked him a lot when he was, you know, still at Western Province. The way that he played there as well, you know, like I feel like also he was just someone that was always willing to just, you know, learn, get better each time, because it was a single game. He brought something new to it. Like he was just that guy. You know, you couldn't, you know, I'm sure even the commentators as well, there was no way you do not, you know, put Duane in one of the contending Man of the Match awards after each game, right? Also, I mean, the humbleness that he has. You know, I mean, I met him for the first time ahead of the Australia Springbok test back in what you call Loftus. And for some reason, I don't know what I was doing at Loftus. I don't know. Oh, I went to go see one of my friends.
Did you go see Vic?
I went to go see one of my friends who plays for the Bulls. They were actually training on the B field, and the Springboks were just on the field next to it. And I'm like, oh. And I literally just walked towards it, and Big Duane gave me like a big embrace, like, hey, bro, pull up, as if I was one of the boys, you know what I mean? And this just speaks on like his humility as well, you know what I mean? Like, he's just a nice, humble guy. But on the field, there's a different person, you know, there's a beast. And as I said, I mean, one of the people I really look up to, outside you, Big Vic.
You can't make the dream team without meeting Juicy J.
Yes, that's clearly
It's not about how many caps you get, how many World Cups you win. You have to
engaged with him.
have engaged Juicy J. But I mean, Duane, you saw, I mean, we speak about Peter Steef's World Cup final performance, but Duane, man of the match in 2019, but also 2014 when you had come back and playing with him, and he was probably at his very, very best. I mean, special.
Yeah, he almost grew up in front of me. I mean, I remember the early days when he played for the Cheetahs, and he tried to stand up, and a guy like Donnie Rousseau still bullied him. He tried to, and Donnie just smashed him. But he always come back. And then he went to the Stormers, and I mean, with kickoffs, I always said, Mornay, if I don't catch him ball and all, you're in trouble. Because if he gets 5 meter run up and I need to tackle him, I'm in trouble. So make sure that things got hang time. And yeah, like you said, then I came back, played with him in 2014. And a nice story. Before, I mean, Niekerk made it really well with the Springbok team. The one thing they couldn't do is beat New Zealand. And I came back and we had to play them at Ellis Park. And Duane did his AC ligament on the shoulder. So I've had it. It takes 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I promise you can't pass. Any hit is so sore. And Duane had it done, I think 2 weeks before. And on the Monday, Niekerk was like, will Duane make it? And Duane said, Coach, I'll make it. I said, Duane, you won't make it. I'm telling you now. So Duane said, I'll make it. Just give me time. So on the Wednesday night, there was a function here in Joburg. We went there. I said to him, I have a few brandies, man. You're not playing Saturday. He said, no, maybe I will. I said, but let's have a few brandies in any case. So we went to Friday's captains, and for the first time, Duane had his training kit on. And I'm like, Duane, what are you doing? You're wasting our time. Now let me just feel the line out lift. I just want to feel. So went through it, lift. It was a little bit sore. He said, Coach, I'm ready to play. I'm like, went to Niekerk, said, Niekerk, I'm not sure. He's not going to be ready. He says he's ready. I said, okay. Went out. We beat New Zealand that day. Duane was man of the match. And I mean, that's the toughness. I mean, there's no other player except maybe Farida Priya did it once as well. That would have played with something like that. But I mean, a player that just, if you look at the Springboks, when we really still mauled really well, he was the back lifter. There's no one as tough as him getting into that bad position, head in, strong position, getting it set. I mean, those high ball kicks, when he went up for it, it was there. I mean, that pass that he did to Free behind the pack against Wales. So, unbelievable player. Like you said, should have been World Player of the Year somewhere, but luckily we're man of the match in the World Cup final.
And I think what Vic is, and both of you are saying that's so valuable is that, this is a variety of eights where have your different skill sets. But I think Duane really he ticks every single box. The physicality, he's solid on defense, he's a menace at the breakdown. He's a menace
Maybe just not the speed of Pierre Spies.
Maybe.
And he will say that as well.
But,
he will say the same.
But he ticks all of his boxes. The high ball at the back.
Loves a brandy as well.
That's on brand.
That's the only time I broke him. It was in Hong Kong, but I can't talk about it. He didn't appear the next day. He was just...
We can't talk about Hong Kong.
No, but I think Duane, and his was, like Vic says, Duane grew up in front of him. I think Duane was sort of my senior at Province. And I'll never forget, I was a 20-year-old. I just came back from a fib injury. Duane came back from an injury as well. Rassie decides that the two of us needs to do pre-season on our own. So it's me versus, and listen guys, my fighting weight was 78 kilograms at that time. I don't know how many years Duane is older than me, but I'm holding tackle bags and wanting to, and think of Duane, you know his mindset is one of that, he needs to come back and, he's playing with a sore AC, but Duane almost pushed me into the gym there at the HBC back, and we're on the training field. And then I try and tackle.
What you doing, brother?
So,
The worst thing is when he's got a few maybe castle lights or brandies in, if he just grabs you.
Whoa.
I was 2014 after we played Wales in Cardiff. We went out. Next moment, he's picking me up, walking around. I'm like, Duane, just put me down. Nah, I've got you. And he grabs you. No. He's just so strong and so physical. Nah, unbelievable.
I love it, but I love the strength and physicality is off the field as well.
Yeah, everywhere. You don't
Every goes. But also, you get these three guys, these five guys, three of them have captained the Springboks before. Duane was a massive leader.
And a leader.
Captained about 4 test matches. Gary Teichmann, captain the Springboks, and Bob Skinstad. But that also shows the leadership skills. Vic, you know the pressures of captain the Springboks, but especially at eighth man, especially for like Bobby, Gary that time. Well, Gary won 17 test matches in a row as a captain, and then, but someone like Duane, what value did he add as a leader in that group?
People talk about that spine, and eighth is so crucial in that spine. But if you go back to 2019 and you look at that team, Sia was the captain, but whenever they got together, you could see Duane is the guy speaking. I think Sia grew off that. He learned a lot from Duane. 2023, it was all Sia leading from the front. But 2019, he was so key in that team. With the way he spoke, he's also a guy that understands the game very well. Normally, guys that's so physical, they just want to hurt people, like a Buckies. They just want to hurt people. But Duane understood the game, the softer things. When we need to fall back, when should we go? When should we go into a kicking game? When should we open it up? He really understood that. So I think for Sia, he meant a lot as well. Backing him up, supporting him, giving him that support. And what a guy to do that for someone else and someone else get all the credit. But to be there for Sia and to make him strong, that was something that meant a lot to him as well.
The hard part now is you've got to vote. Do you see?
Yeah, it's not hard for me.
Make sure
Just remember, we're maybe going to get the dream team person here now. The next dream team, this person.
I'll ask for forgiveness when they sit in there. But this one is very easy for me, I'm not going to lie. Duane. I'm going with Big D. Just also on when I look at what I need from an eighth man, right? Duane has it all, right? It's just a full package. As you said, he could steal the ball for me, slow down the ball, break downs, make those tackles, give me those carries, right? And also with the leadership skills that he has. So the versatility as well, if I would pick an 8, I'll go for Duane anytime. Hard one between Spies. Sorry, brah. We'll talk about it.
You said that
at church.
meeting Spies was the greatest moment of your life. You just said it a few minutes ago, so I'm
Well,
just a little bit.
Well, listen, there are a few great moments.
Okay.
Spies is one of them.
Oh.
Right? Duane is one of them.
Bro, that's it.
I was just pick up this ball or rather
Just gonna make sure. Rick, who's got your vote?
Yeah, no, I think I will agree with Juicy on this occasion. I think Duane, like Vic has mentioned, Duane played a massive role in for us at that time as juniors at Province, and even that moments of making me hard from being a scrum off. I think that brought the dog out in me that preseason that I had one-on-one with him, and I just think his resume speaks volumes of the type of human the person is, and also the importance he plays in. We joke about it, but socially, also bringing the guys together, that team culture that we want in. So I think he will be a perfect social element to the Bok Dream team as well.
Before we get to Vic, my pick is very simple. I've been listening to all your guys' your thoughts, the stories. I walked in here, it was going to be Bob Skinstad. I'm leaving here. I'd like you to say, I'm not going against my childhood hero.
Even Vic gave you a side eye there when you said, you're still very sticking to Bob.
I'm staying right with my guy Bobby, my childhood hero. I can't go
No, I agree.
with anyone else. I mean, I just love the way he played rugby. I mean, all legends. But mine, out of all the picks, this is a hard pick. I've made this pick. When you started the Dream Team, I'll make it next week. I can't go against Bobby. Vic?
Yeah, I think I said there's 3 guys that stand out for me. I think the guy that will come in second place is probably Gary Teichmann. I haven't played with him, so I can't tell you what I've experienced, but from the players that played with him, unbelievable player. And what he's achieved, I mean, that record of 17 games, I don't think we understand how good that is to win 17 games in a row. I mean, a leader of men is Gary Teichmann. A guy that I love to play with. I did love to play with Pierre Spies. Just his speed. I mean, when it comes to lineouts as well, his athletic ability with me and Buckies and Juan Smith, the 4 of us working together, getting up in the air. So it's very hard for me actually not to pick Pierre. But I'm with you boys. I think Duane's going to take it. I think what he's done for the country, he's just such a hard man, such a great oak. And I mean, what he's meant to the Boks. And another great story of Duane. In 2023, when he weren't picked for the Ireland game, I thought, I'm in the media, there must be something wrong in the squad. So I sent him a message. I said, Duane, what's going on? Why are you not playing? What's going on? So I thought I'm going to get some juice out of him.
You're going to get a what?
Juicy. And
We are talking about
and the only thing I got from Duane was one team, one mission. I'm good.
Wow.
That's the only
That's
thing.
amazing.
Wow.
So I mean, for a guy like that, World Cup player, World Cup man of the match in the final, such a leader in that team, not being selected, and he was there supporting them. Of course, he came back, played in the final, had a big impact. So I think of all these guys, I think Duane's going to take it.
It's very hard to beat that. But you guys at home, please make sure you get your votes in. Scan the QR code. We've tried to help you. And remember, if you vote, stand a chance to win tickets to watch the Springboks take on Argentina, our last test match here at home on the 27th of September. Vic, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. I mean, again, another guest from the Dream Team. I mean, we don't know how we're going to get for our next episode. But you guys at home, thanks so much for coming. We've got a break next week when the Springboks are off, we're off. But the most important episode of the Dream Team is happening because Rick is finally waiting for his time. We've gone through all the forwards. We finally get into the scrum house. Ricky has been prepping for this since June. We'll see you guys there and can't wait for you to see you guys for the next episode of the Dream Team 15.